look how sorry. Hello, everyone. So, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, big up. I've just realised I've still got the background from last night's show. This is it. I'm so unorganised today. It's unbelievable.
Sam would be happy about that.
Yeah, I've been running around like a blue ass fly this morning, and just completely unorganised. But as always, I'm with the lovely Elly today. How are you, Elly?
Yeah, I was just singing it in Greek. Trichona, Galanda, Scopi, Sambadu.
I was dancing.
Yeah. Well, you have to be jolly because last night was a bit of a downer, wasn't it? After a brilliant start again, and then we just didn't finish our dinner.
Exactly. Story of our season so far, I think.
Yes. Yeah. We'll have to send some Meals on Wheels to the front line to start scoring.
We have to do something, bloody hell.
Right.
I've seen so many meltdowns today already.
Yeah.
People having meltdowns, and it's like, come on now, calm down.
It's only football.
But I know.
Football gets your juices going, and it's like a religion, isn't it? It is.
Yeah, it is. But I think people need to stop being quite so reactionary and like, it just, I've slept on it now. I feel quite calm today.
No personal attacks, man. Come on.
No, definitely
personal attacks are right out the window. Come on. Just keep it to football. If you haven't got like me and Mia last night, we disagreed on and you did, we disagreed on the window. You said it was bang average. I said we should have strengthened, right? And she said we need time. There's arguments on both sides.
Yeah.
But we're balanced. We don't like attack each other personally.
No,
it's just
never.
Silliness.
There's no need for that at all.
No need.
But anyway, let's have a look who's in our chat today. We've got Ash in the house. Says hi, Kate and Elly. Unfortunate result, but on to the next game. Ash is actually joining me on Monday afternoon at 1:00. She's going to come on with me and Jimbo, so that'll be good.
Nice one. I love
Talk of the devil. Jimbo's here. Morning, you gorgeous ladies. Mineral says, big up Kate and Elly. Would you take Ivan Toney at Spurs? He's not coming to Spurs. He's going to go Arsenal. So I think it's a non-starter, not even worth discussing.
Well, his question was, would you take him? You haven't answered that question, Kate. Come on. Would you take him?
No. I would have, but I think for the money they're asking, it's too much money.
Yeah, but if he gets us over the line and scores us goals, it is worth it.
Yeah, I just think he's quite small, isn't he? He just always seems quite small.
He's 6 foot.
Is he?
Yeah.
He always looks quite small to me. I don't know. I think the thing is, I've resigned the fact that he's going to end up going to the Gooners, so I've not really thought about him. So I don't know.
True.
Levy wouldn't pay it anyway. Bloody hell, he'd want to take it out over 20 years to pay that back. Steve D says, bloody jingle bells. Hi, ladies. Big up, Steve.
He was probably doing, the nightmare before Christmas, that song.
I'm trying to bring some festive joy to the procedures. What can I say? Jason says, when will people realise Tony's going to Arsenal? Yeah, that's what I basically just said.
We're here to be fluffy because we're women, aren't we? You know what I mean?
We're pink and fluffy.
We're pink and fluffy.
Yeah. Elly, Spurs are in the mud. Højbjerg came on and you lost. Admit he ain't got the minerals. Oh,
I'm not going to admit he ain't got the minerals because he ain't. Listen, he wasn't the worst player on the pitch, and he done some good balls as well. He done a few good things. He wasn't all bad.
It was just a case of not.
He wasn't all bad. He done some very good balls as well.
It's just a case of people not finishing their dinner. I don't think you can individually say he was bad. The strikers weren't clinical. There was no one on the end of the ball. I mean, Ange said it. It's no good playing pretty football if you don't bloody win. It's as easy as that.
He knows what he's talking about, Ange.
Yeah, I think so. Big up Drew Lala says, big up the ladies. Yes. She's still fuming. Oh, my goodness.
I'm still fuming as well. I'm trying to hide it behind the smile.
Big up
and give them a piece of my mind.
Says everyone just calm down. The tide will turn.
Everybody just shoot it in the net.
Yeah. Is Johnson average? I think it's too early to start saying Johnson's this and Johnson's that. He's only a youngster. He's coming into a brand new team with higher expectations. He's trying a new system. I can see moments of what he can do. I just think at the minute it's not his fault, but we paid a lot of money for him and I can't really see why he was that much. But let's wait and see. You've got to give him time.
Yeah. Like we're giving Ange time, give him time as well.
Exactly. He's got to settle in and develop relationships.
Six matches for us, 6-7 matches.
Yeah.
You can't judge a player on that. Gareth Bale wasn't brilliant for 21 matches.
Exactly that. Exactly.
And he just came out a man. He built himself up, got stronger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big up Paul Langford says good afternoon, girls.
Good afternoon.
Jim's right, they're talking to each other. Ash says I would take any striker who can be on target, bare minimum. Yeah. Big up Mark. Good to see you. Our teams are both crap. That's all I'm going to say. Big up Mia with the super chat. Poor Mia's not very well, so we're sending distant hugs. We don't want your germs, but there's a hug there. Says big up the ladies, always keeping it respectful.
If you could get out your sick bed and get us a centre back, Mia, can I sign one up? And a striker while you're at it. Come on, get to work.
Jason's gunning for PH again.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think he was the worst. I'm honest. There was worse players.
Yeah.
Kulu, for example, rubbish.
Steve D says, I don't get the meltdowns at all. Everyone agreed we are a squad of 11 at the start of the season and nothing's changed. Exactly. We all know if you've got our first 11, we can compete. If you take out any of those elements, then we turn into poo.
We turn into what we were last season.
Yeah.
Not finishing our dinner and making gaffes at the back.
Yeah.
But this time it was Udogie instead of Davis. But even Davis, he sliced it.
Kate, does the game show you need a strike? Oh, sorry, you froze there, Elly.
Did I? Oh, right.
Yeah. Does the game show you need a striker and Hill and Kulu been average? Yes, we need a striker. Hill needs to big himself up, and Kulu is a very good player in the middle. It shows that he cannot play on the wing. Agreed, Elly?
Yeah, this is what I don't get, right? It worked against City in the second half. We had him in the middle, right? And then he only went to the side when we brought on Højbjerg, right? Because Højbjerg took that position up. But he was still drifting in, right? And it worked. And why change it? I don't get it. Because he was so brilliant, right? And he's more effective. And Gio had a bad game as well, right? So you would have thought in the second half he would have put Kulu back in the middle, put Johnson on the right and brought Hill on the left. That would have made more sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Put me as manager. I'm a group as well.
Udogie should have put his Santa Claus costume on yesterday and that clown with Richarlison. I scored 3 headers in my 26-year career as a winger, but my missus would have scored. He something with his eyes. Closed his eyes.
You know what it was, Kate? It's that final ball and the decision making. It was like they were panicking rather than being cool, calm and collected.
Yeah.
And then they would have scored more goals easily.
Yeah.
At least against Villa, we did put the ball in the net, but we got caught offside 4 times. So it's not for the lack of trying. But this game, it was more frustrating.
Big up to Villa 1982. As Tottenham are well out of any sort of race, not that I ever thought we were in it, I'm cheering Villa on to win the league. Come on, the Villa.
Yeah.
I think you've got a tough game against Arsenal, but we will go into our predictions soon.
I personally think Liverpool are going to win it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I think Arsenal.
They've got strength in depth, right? They're better than Arsenal in terms of their front play. They can finish their dinner more often than Arsenal, right? They had the same scoreline, 4-3, both of them, against Fulham and Luton. But I think Liverpool have just got that edge. And you'll see, when the coming weeks come, you'll see Arsenal will definitely drop off a bit, especially if they get injuries, whereas Liverpool have got more strength in depth to cover.
They just lost Tommy Asu, haven't they, Arsenal? They've lost him till February. So I've just got a feeling.
He's not a first teamer, if you know what I mean. it's more or less Ben White most of last season. He's
Yeah.
just broke in because Ben White dropped off on form.
Yeah.
So it's a loss, but it isn't like VDV lost, is it?
No, I just got this. I can't get rid of this feeling that Arsenal are going to nick it this year, but we'll see.
Right, well, I'll have to come
well,
from you, Kate.
after all, feelings mean nothing anyway. You can't have feelings in football. They mean nothing. Hey, Aaron. He says, "Hey, Kate and Elly, I hope you're good. I'm so pissed about last night. Can't believe it. Yeah, I think that's the general consensus. To be fair, Kulu's not decisive enough. He needs to score more than he does. Yep, I couldn't agree more. And Johnson needs to stop making powder puff shots and actually have a whack at goal and not hit it straight at a keeper.
Yeah.
But I thought Gio played all right, decent effort and created a couple of decent chances. Yeah, and I don't know why he got took off for Skip. That was another thing I didn't like. But
yeah, that didn't make sense. But he wasn't having a particularly good game. But he'll give you more chance of scoring than Oliver Skip. He scored 1 goal in his whole career.
Exactly.
No, 2 goals if you count the one pre-season. But that's not in a competitive game.
Yeah. Elly, what do you make of Villa ladies?
Villa ladies, they're all right. They're not too bad. They've got good players, but they've got weaknesses in some areas. The goalie's very good. They're not. I think they're on the par with Spurs. Maybe slightly more stronger in depth, but I think this season, apart from that Man City result that we got thrashed 7-0, we've been playing well, and we haven't had Beth England, who will finish a lot of our chances. All right, however good Martha Thomas is, Beth England's the real deal. She scored 12 in 12 for us last season. But Villa, they have improved. But you know what? That top 3, Chelsea, Arsenal and Man United, and now Man City have come into the frame. So it's going to be hard for the other teams. We're a chasing pack, all of us. Villa, Leicester, Brighton, Spurs, we're all chasing. But we're still way behind them in terms of strength and depth and technical ability.
Yeah. Have you seen the video going around of Sonny getting treatment on the bench? He looks in a lot of pain.
Yeah, and then Alistair Gold said that he's okay. I read Alistair Gold's column and he said that he's okay. So he must, you know what I think it is with Sonny? I think it's fatigue, muscle fatigue, because there's a lot of matches being played now in December, and we've got another one on Sunday. Do you think he should rest Sonny?
Thing is, you rest Sonny, then what do you do? Put Richie in the middle?
That's the problem.
And then if you put Richie in the middle,
scored again. Nearly, he's a nearly man, isn't he?
Thing is, if you put Richie in the middle, then you're going to have to put Hill and Kulu on the wing again, which don't like either of them particularly on the wing.
Or you could put Kulu in the middle and play Hill and Johnson on the wings.
Yeah, that's true.
The other option.
Yeah. I can't see him resting Son, but
you know who was the biggest disappointment yesterday? Apart from my man Højbjerg, it was Bissouma.
Again, I know.
Oh my God, what is going on with him? And do you know when I saw him coming out, I was looking at his body language, because I'm one for body language, and he didn't look confident. He looked like he was looking down. He didn't have a smile on his face like he normally does, and he just looked like he's in the doldrums, and he's playing like he's in the doldrums as well. Because we know he's got talent, but he's just not showing it.
Yes, I thought Villa were exceptional against City and deserved the 3 points. They was excellent.
They were brilliant.
Yes, Aaron Johnson's got no what's the word? He's got no oomph in his shot. Yeah, it's just like a little flick, and it's straight at the keeper every time. It's like, what? Big up Donna Cullen, good to see you. I think your ladies is better than Villa ladies, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we're slightly better. But going back to Johnson, I think he should go and spend the day with Beth England and show him. She'll show him how to score.
Yeah. One love, Daniel Sandoval. I hope you're well. Good to see you. Always love.
I love.
Yeah, love. Joe says, wish you could see my body language when you defend PEH. Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, I'm not going to defend him today. all I can say, he wasn't the worst player, but he played poo like the rest of them. There's only one player who came off that pitch with pride, and that was Porro.
I thought he was very good, actually. Yeah. I did think he was our best player by a country mile yesterday.
Country mile, yeah.
I'm 100% convinced Biss is still not over that long COVID. Quite possibly, there's definitely something not right. Kate and Elly, please become my best friends. We're everyone's friends.
We are your friends.
We are your friends. Julia says we've just signed a midfielder for the ladies, Shuang Wang.
Shuang Wang from Racing Louisville. Oh, that's an American thing, yeah. Oh, my door's going. Let me shout up to Angela. Hold on.
Okay. Villa need to take their chances, otherwise those jammy South Londoners will punish them. Hoping for a rare blunder, especially given how the Gooners boo Martinez. Big up Beyond 72. I still can't actually believe that Arsenal got rid of Martinez. I think he is such a good keeper. Really, really good keeper. While Ellie's just popped out, I'm just going to say quickly. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Press the wrong button. And I forgot to do my Ghost of Christmas Past today because I was too late. Massive thank you to my members whose names are all on that sheet. Big up to the members. Our next members show is this Thursday coming at 12:30. So yeah, you could come on and have your say. So as always, like I say, massive thank you to the members. Membership start at 99p if you do want to join. Oh, what's that?
I don't know. It's for Angela though.
Oh,
I don't know what it is.
Exciting.
It's always all things.
We've got a question. Can I come on?
Oh, that's Stell, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you think, Elly?
Yeah. Go on, get him on.
Should we let him on?
Yeah.
Should we let him?
Yeah, he's all right, still. I was watching him with Will Stewart last night, schooling some people who just coming up with ridiculous things. Yeah.
Where's Stell? I think he just wants to be a permanent fixture on our Friday show.
Yeah, he does.
He wants to be an honorary lady.
Oh, he's a lady.
I can't even find him in my phone.
There's a lady.
Yeah, he needs to wear a wig. I don't know about a hat. If he wants to be an honorary lady, he's got to wear a wig.
He's got a Cypriot hat, hasn't he?
Yeah. David Clark, none of Spurs signings from Asia have worked out. Hope this sign is different. Big up to Ken. Hello, Colin.
Who met me at the match, didn't she?
That's it. Yeah. Kate and Elly, my rays of sunshine. Where's my name? Is it on the other page? Oh, Kim, don't tell me I've missed you. I'm going to have to go for it and check I've got everyone on there. Because I'm Bill Nicholson, isn't it? Yeah. And was you born in 1962, Kim, like me? Yeah, and like Jim.
Yes, come on. The 1962ers.
I'll just tell you quickly, Elly, that this week I got 2 correct scores. The Wolves Burnley.
I think you're going to beat me this week.
I did. I beat you 9-4 this week.
Wow. I got battered.
So
Elly gets battered everywhere she goes. Elly gets battered everywhere she goes.
Everywhere she goes. So it's still 7-5 to you. But I'm telling you now.
Okay. I'm still in the lead.
Yeah.
But you're catching up.
When Stell comes on, I'll let him give his predictions for this week as well. So, but last week I actually won, which is amazing.
I think we're losing to Newcastle as well, you know.
It's going to be a very difficult game because they're hurting as well because they've just got beat.
Yeah, the only good thing is that they haven't got Nick Pope in goal. But our strikers are not scoring. And when they do, they don't get a second.
No, exactly. Brilliant. It's like Ange said, they seem to sit there and think, if we play nice, it will just come automatically, but it doesn't. You need someone there to smash it in the back of the net.
Yeah. They were dilly-dallying, isn't it?
Yeah, they were. And don't dilly-dally on the way. See, we still managed to sing.
Stop dilly-dallying and bloody shoot it in the net, you twats.
Big up, Ben. Hope you're well, darling. Good to see you as always.
Hello, Benny boy.
for your information, the odds are 10-1 Newcastle to beat us after going behind. Easy money. To win from behind. That seems to be the fit. Even like a 2-1 is probably a good bet, because that seems to be what we do. We go 1-0 up and lose 2-1.
I want Newcastle to score first.
Yeah, so do I. Do you know what, Ellie? That's exactly what I want.
Put one in our oven.
Yeah, please. Because I'm not more nervous when we go 1-0 up than I am when it's 0-0 or we're behind.
Yes.
That's
Leah for you.
Gonna look good, and I hope Super John McGinn scores at the weekend. Need him for the Euros. Yeah, he is a good player.
He is Scottish. CFC is Scottish then?
Yeah, he's Scottish, yeah.
Yeah.
A Scottish Chelsea fan.
I want to see where Noel Kane is, the man from Montrose.
Yeah, Noel Kane.
He'll come in probably.
We've got people from all over the world. Yeah, that's the same as me. Score first and I panic like mad. It's just craziness. Mark, he's the most underrated midfielder in the Premier League, John McGinn. He's just a real solid, and he can score. He scores some great goals. He's just a really good player. I like him a lot. I feel like we've got some really good players. With John McGinn, Diaby, Ollie Watkins, Douglas Luiz. They've just got some really good players in their team, and they look really well organised. I love Unai Emery. I think he's such a good manager.
He really is. It's tactically brilliant. Yeah, that's what it is. Tactically brilliant.
Yeah. Ellie has a new camera angle every show.
Yeah, I'm sitting in a different area today.
I love those shutters. I love them. They look so nice.
Yeah, Angela Champion.
Yeah, lovely. Big up LTEL for becoming a member. Big up Jose. Sorry I can't make your show today. I've got another show at 6, so I couldn't do 1, 4 and 6.
On that show.
Yeah, it would have been too much for me. Leon Bailey, another good player.
I know. I think he's a brilliant player, Leon Bailey. Technically brilliant, and he scores goals. And he scores really brilliant goals as well.
He could have had 3 or 4 against City.
I know.
Big up Tot Spurs. Says big up Kate, Elly and all. Come on, you Spurs. Big up to you. Every time someone says mate now, I can hear it in my head in an Australian accent.
That's when they won the European Cup, as it was called then. Yeah, I think Peter Wibb scored their winner, if I'm correct.
Yeah. I'm on the top 6 later today, so I'm going to get bantered about Spurs being Spursy, especially as last week after the City game, I said bounce back ability is the new Spursy, and then we go and do that. Yeah.
You'll have to eat humble pie, won't you, Kate?
Not for the first time. Not for the first time.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think I'm the only one who said they'd go on at Spurs, because I don't care, win, lose or draw. I'm never going to hide. I'll always go on.
You know what, though? At the end of that Man City game, it looked like we had turned a corner. Yeah. And it looked like they got their confidence back. They had high spirits when at the end of the match they were all jolly, except for Basuma, because he made the error that led to their 3rd goal. But even so, I thought they'd turned the corner. And what they go and do, they go and mess up, and they play pretty football and not score. They scored one and then score another one, for God's sake. Make it safer.
Can't I argue that you need to lose to bounce back? Yeah. I say if we went 2-1 down with more time to go, we definitely would have come back.
Yeah.
Just wasn't enough.
2 massive errors at the back and loads of errors up front. You can't do that. If one's doing bad, the other one's doing good, you can still win. Yeah? You can still get yourself over the line.
Yeah, we could play a new game. Where's Elly? We could say, which room is Elly in today?
I'm in my living room, actually. At the back.
She's in her living room. It's like through the keyhole.
I'm over there by my James Bond, but I thought we can have a rest today.
There was only one who got off the pitch proud of the shitty players was Edison.
You mean
against Villa?
Who's Edison though?
Is he the keeper?
Oh, Edison, yeah. Oh, Edison for City. Oh, right, yeah. He is the keeper, yeah.
Good afternoon, Still.
All right, Still. Look, he's got his winter hat on today.
It's cold, look.
Yeah.
Right,
Is your heating still not fixed?
No, it's fixed. The heating packed in, then I got a cold because it packed in, and then fixed that. But then the cold turned to flu. I've been in bed all week, like it's just a
you're
mess.
like me. I was playing
the violin for you, Still.
Honestly, I've never felt. I feel this week's. Do you know that flu where it stings in your head, like the headachy one?
Yes. Yeah. To be fair, it's horrible. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I've had that all week. So
yeah,
you look rather pale. I'm not going to lie. You do look quite pale today.
I'm not surprised. I feel. Anyway, not forget me. How are you lot doing? You all right?
Yeah, good. We're all right.
Feeling the pain of last night, but all right.
Yeah, last night was a bit of a bummer, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching a bit of your show last night Still, but you was on so late. In the end, I ended up going to sleep. But
I was watching.
What do you make of it?
Well, Spurs, right? What do I make it? If you look at every game, nobody's battered us. Not one team has battered Spurs. I mean, what's our worst loss this season?
Chelsea, when we was down to 9 men, I think. Yeah.
All right, that's an anomaly. We had 9 men on the pitch, but when we've had 11 on the pitch, what's been our worst result?
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1, isn't it?
2-1s. Yeah.
No one's beaten us by more than 2 goals. Nobody. So what that says to me is our games are very tight. And the reason I don't think teams are battering us is because it's a combination of they miss chances, but we miss chances that kind of cancel each other out. But because we keep possession so well, like if you look on average, our possession stats are always above 65, 70. Our passing accuracy is always above 88, 90%, which is excellent, by the way. Our pass completion is extremely high. So in terms of possession-based football, keeping the ball, which stops the opposition from scoring, we're doing really well, like exceptionally well. So I don't fault the style, because it's not the style. So then you look more tactically, are the right players being picked? Are we going about our playing the right way? And the one thing I will say is we're not direct enough when we do get into that final third. So if there's a forward pass, that we don't necessarily make that pass. We kind of take an extra couple of touches, allowing defenders to get back into shape, and then we miss the angle of the pass. It now gets cut off because defenders have come back. So I think we're just not cutting edge enough. We're not clinical. We're not cutting edge enough. And then I put that down to the players on the pitch. I put that down to Andrew, only been here 14, 15 games of the season. And I think we've been unlucky as well. Like for me last night, it was bad luck. The first goal they scored ricocheted off 3 players. It's like that. How does that land to Bowen? How does that even land to his feet?
It's like a magnet, wasn't it?
He would have been offside, Ellie. He would have been offside because it came off us. It's onside.
Because it hit Davis and played him onside.
Exactly. And then you look at the winning goal for West Ham. I mean, Udogi's he's not seen where Bowen is. So he's played a pass thinking that'll be all right, but not had the what do we call it? Game geography. He didn't know where he was on the pitch in relation to where Bowden was. So he's played a short pass. That pass is fine if Bowden's not there, but Bowden was there. He didn't see him. And that just caused us an absolute, self-destruction moment. But then we didn't create enough either. So I think it's a combination of a bit of bad luck. We're still in the early stages of what we're doing, and certain players just probably not cutting it. I mean, Richarlison missing yet another header from 6 yards. I've seen that. How many times have I seen that this season? The guy missing chances. He doesn't even hit the target, which is the worst thing. So he's a problem. Selling Kane for 100 million and not bringing in a replacement is unacceptable. And we don't have a backup Maddison, who we massively miss. Lo Celso's doing a good job, but he's not Maddison. Maddison's a different player. So I think when you put it all together, that's what's going on. And this is the pain. We go through this pain until it all comes together. I know some fans are calling him naive, but what I'll say to those fans, and it's not me knowing better than you, what is your solution to the problem? Because
exactly.
What is it? Because they can't do that. And when they do give me a solution, I say, well, if you do that, then you're creating a different problem. So how do you get around that? And they haven't thought about that bit. It's not a case of, just play Kulu in the 10. That doesn't change the result last night. Because if you play Kulu in the 10, who's going out wide? Who'd you play out wide then? Are you going to start Charlison? Great. Is that, I don't get it.
We did say this.
We're unlucky last night.
Yeah, we were unlucky. But we said that on our instant match reaction, didn't we, Ellie? We sort of said, look, people are saying you should play this way, but we haven't got the personnel to play that system either. So he can only work with what he's got, and we are down to the bare bones, really. Whatever system he plays, I don't think there's an outright solution for any of it at the moment.
Yeah, and what you said about creation, Stel, was spot on, because we've done all this fancy footwork, and the final pass was very, very poor. Our decision making when we got into that final third, when we could have scored, was terrible. So although we had a lot of the ball, we didn't use it effectively. And we shot ourselves in the foot, because we go 1-0 up and then we don't get the second. And then we make two crappy, very bad defensive errors, and we get punished on both times. What are the chances of that? But the forward play up to the box was lovely. Then as soon as that final pass was, lay it off, pass it. No, they held on to it too long. They were like all Eric Lamella's last night. You know what I mean? Holding on, and Mora holding on to the ball too much or dribbling too much.
I think one of the commentators said Tottenham are constantly trying to score the perfect goal, when sometimes they just need to be brave and have a shot.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's just disappointing, more so because it was against that lot, and I just hate West Ham so much. They think they're so much better than they are, and I just really dislike them.
See, that commentator, it's a little bit of a fallacy, because these were the stats from last night's game. We had 75% possession. So that's dominating the ball. We had 23 shots. 23. West Ham had 11. We did take shots.
We had more than double.
Only 7 were on target. That's the problem.
Yeah,
7 on target. West Ham had 5. So West Ham had almost as many shots on target with half the amount of shots taken. We had 10 off target, and we had 5 that were saved. Listen to this. Passes. They had 242. We had 775 passes. Do you know how?
I know.
That is off the charts. That is off the charts.
That is. It's normally 500 to 600 if you've played well. We went into 700s.
8 corners, only 1 clear-cut chance. So for me, it's the creation. We're not creating good enough. We're not creating enough clear-cut chances. We're not creating enough quality of shooting opportunities. Like the Richarlison header, that's what you call a really good chance. Really good.
Yeah.
We didn't have many of those. I just think we lack that creativity that Maddison gave us. And you know something? What's really, really frustrating is I know people will pick at Ange, and I know rivals will just beat us with any stick they can, because that's what you do. You banter each other. But this is all Daniel Levy. Everything is on Daniel Levy. He left us short. He left us massively short. How can name a club in world football that sells a player for 100 million and doesn't replace it?
Yeah.
Liverpool sold Coutinho. They sold Coutinho for 140 million. In comes Van Dijk. In comes Alisson. There's big components that come in off the back of that money. Yeah. Chelsea sold Eden Hazard for 100 million. They go and buy big components. Arsenal sold Lacazette, Aubameyang. They bring in Jesus. They bring in, right? We sold Harry Kane. What did we do, guys?
Nothing.
What did we actually do?
We need Sonny on his own to take the burden.
Oh, by
And if
Valise.
he's not scoring, who's going to score for us now?
Yeah, Valise. We bought Valise. I mean, what was the point?
I know.
We needed to make a statement.
Boy.
We needed to make a statement. We needed to go and buy someone that has got pedigree, that has got a bit of a name, that people say, do you know what? He's not quite Harry Kane, but do you know what? Fair play. They've got someone in. They've got someone in to fill that gap. We didn't do it. And now that we've got a couple of injuries and Sonny can't do it all by himself, we're...
Yeah, and at the back still, we go and get Phillips. I was arguing this case with Mia yesterday. I was saying to her, we should have, if Adebayo, whatever his name is, they didn't want to come. There's plenty of centre-backs that are better than Ashley Phillips.
Well,
more experience.
We wanted Tapsoba, Elly. Buy Tapsoba and Van de Ven. Buy them both.
Put the money down. I said money talks in this business. Right? Put the money down and you get your man. Right? And we left ourselves short at the back as well. Because now Van de Ven's out, we've got Ben Davies, who we know makes mistakes.
Yeah, he's not good enough. And do you know what? And we're still playing good football, you know. We're still playing.
Yeah, we're still playing good football. I agree with that. But we're not clinical enough.
The trouble is playing good football and having. I mean, I think we had 95% possession in the first half, and
crazy.
775 passes. It's brilliant, but if you don't win, it means shit, really, because no one remembers that. They just remember the L's and the W's and all these losses. Not that I'm blamed. Do you know what? I couldn't be any more behind Ange than I am. I just feel like he's been left really up shit street because he's got a load of crap to work with.
You know what? I was more disappointed when the fans started leaving.
Yeah.
Instead of cheering on the team. I would have stopped them if I was there. I would have held them back. Stupid bits. So where are you going? Grab them. Stay here and support the team. Right? When we're winning, you stay. When we're losing, you leave. That's not good.
I see loads of people last night, the tempers were high. I don't know if it was like it on your show still. Like I say, I fell asleep, but there was a lot of arguing amongst Spurs fans, a lot of people having a bit of a meltdown and saying this is never going to change and that's never going to change. Surely we need to just all remember that this is a building process. It's only 15 games. He's only had one transfer window, you know. Don't be so reactionary.
They're a little bit. No, you're right. You're right. Look, if it's left to Ange, it will change. But this is Kate. This is what we've been saying for years. It's not in his hands. The board of Tottenham will always decide the outcome, right? The argument is that but the owner doesn't pick the team. The owner doesn't pick the tactics. But the owner picks who we can and can't have at the club. There is no way in hell our manager wants Eric Dyer. Why is he still here? Why is he still in the training sessions, in the dressing room? And it's not just him, there's others. So the owners will always decide the final outcome because it's their club. Yeah. It's their business, right? If I own a company and we are successful, I want praise because I built this. If the company doesn't do well, it's me you've got to come for because I've created this. This is my infrastructure I've built. So Ange will do his bit, and he is doing his bit. But listen, he needs massive support. Do you know the one thing I think after watching last night, and I think he's kind of realised it as well, and I've kind of seen it happen to Conte and Mourinho as well.
Yeah.
They've got to that 10, 15 game marker, and a reality's hit them that this job is actually bigger than what I realised.
Yeah.
It's actually more than what I thought.
100%.
That honeymoon period, like Conte came in, honeymoon, and then I don't know why I'm making noises.
All right.
I just think you could see it last night when he was saying, we just lack conviction, and just the way he was speaking. I think a reality hit him last night that this team, Ange, is not as good as even you thought, bro. Yeah, and I think he's now realised he needs a massive overhaul, huge.
Yeah. I think so as well. His persona, everything changed yesterday when you watched him. He looked frustrated. He looked pissed off. He looked just.
Where have we seen that before? Where have we seen
exactly.
That? You know what, as well, right? It shows you if you lose 2 or 3 players from any side, you go on a slump. Newcastle are doing it now. They got thumped by Everton 3-0. They lost their goalie. They've lost their main striker. All right, Isak's come back. But they've lost Botman at the back, who's a big, big player for them, right? And their results have been up and down, haven't they? Yeah? They've had their good results, but they've had really bad results as well. So you lose 2 or 3 players from your squad, especially us, because we've got Dross to replace them. Other clubs have got really good players to replace them, so they can take the knock more easily. Sorry, like Arsenal, they've had injuries, but they've taken the knocks and they've got stronger because they've got they're further down in their project than us as well. They're further along. Like Mia said yesterday, they finished 8th and 5th in Arteta's first 3 seasons. If we can get 5th this season, I think that's good. If we can make top 4, better. But even 5th, that makes Champions League qualification. But if we go on this trajectory and we don't, once we get our players back, that's the proof of the pudding, whether we are the real deal. Because we were flying. That first 10 games, we were flying. We weren't playing fantastic football, but in periods we were. And we were finishing our dinner a lot more and getting our victories over the line. Yeah, I'm just disappointed now.
I do think that that was a dodgy old sub, Skip for Lo Celso. I'm not going to lie, I didn't particularly see why he did that.
That one. I could see Lo Celso was tiring, but still, he can score you a goal.
Yeah, but I suppose
he nearly scored a goal as well.
It comes down to if he can see he's tiring, he's trying to keep him fit because we're going to need him. He can only bring on who we've got on the bench, and our bench was crap. So it is what it is. I'm not going to criticise Ange too much because I'm sitting here telling him that I back him. So I'm not going to start criticising him and dissecting everything he does. I just think we need to give him a bit of a break and stop with this reactionary. He's a one-trick pony. That's all I've heard. He's a one-trick pony. You know, you don't have the success he's had by being a one-trick pony. I don't care what league it's in. You just don't.
See, Kate, I go back to what I said when I first come on the show today. What is the other trick they want him to play?
Yeah, exactly.
What is it they want him to do?
Defensive?
Right, let me. Okay, this is interesting. Moyes last night set his team up in a very defensive, disciplined way. I thought West Ham last night defensively were really good, by the way. I'm going to give them some praise. Don't like West Ham, but defensively, I thought they were on point. We didn't trouble them enough, but they defended well. Their goalie played well as well, right? Now, Mourinho and Conte had Spurs set up like that for 3-4 years. What you saw West Ham do last night is how Spurs was set up for the last 3-4 years under Nuno, Conte, Stellini, and
Mason.
What's his name? Jose. Okay. And our fans, our club, our YouTubers, our podcasters hounded them out the club. They hounded those managers out the club. So if their solution to Ange being naive is to do that, well, then you're going to end up hounding Ange out the club, aren't you? I don't. This is where I get. This is why I went on We Are Tottenham TV last night. I had a rant at a lot of fans because you can't hound managers out for playing defensively because they're worried that we are going to get exposed if we don't. And then you bring in a manager to change all of that. And then you're saying, no, you got to do what West Ham did. Well, hold on. Then that means we're going to hound this manager out as well, because that's what we've done to the last 5 who did that. We just need to embrace this new way, get behind proper football, which is what we're playing now, and pray to God that we do what Arsenal have done and back the manager.
Yeah.
Just pray we back Ange, because if we don't back Ange, he'll be gone anyway. It'll collapse.
Exactly.
And we'll be
that board have got a history of it.
Brian Mason round 3.
Oh, don't.
Still, our board have got a history of doing it. So I don't trust them one bit. Because if Ange carries on losing, they're going to feel the heat, aren't they? They will. and we've got until mid-January, maybe February, till we get our best players back. And then you've got the African Cup where we're going to lose 3 again.
I think we're in a rut, Elly, till end
and
of
Asia.
Jan. I think we're in a rut till the end of Jan.
Yeah.
Right.
We have to take the knocks, don't we?
Moving along.
We love
Moving
it.
along.
Oh,
Swiftly. We've got to do our Premier League predictions.
yeah, okay. I love this bit.
Yeah. I won
Elly
last
wins,
week.
That's why.
Well, Kate beat me, but I'm still in the league by 1.
Can you repeat what we predicted last week? So because I never know how how it went.
Wolves Burnley. Elly did 2-2. I did 1-0, and you did 1-0. No. You didn't do last week. Still, you did the week before.
No, I was here last week.
What?
Yeah.
No, because it was. These were midweek. I'm looking at. That's why I'm looking at the midweek ones. You weren't here for them.
Right.
The week before, you got 5, I got 8, and Elly got 11.
11 out of 11.
No, 11 out of
11
30.
points.
11
points.
points.
I was going to say, bloody hell.
3 for the right score and 1 for the right result. 11 out of 11. That's quite funny.
Like when I said Manchete.
Yeah.
Manchete.
The first game of the weekend is Palace versus Liverpool.
Oh, God. 1-3 to Liverpool.
Okay. I'm going 2-0 Liverpool.
Is it at Palace?
Yes.
Yeah, Liverpool win. 2-1 Liverpool. We need them to win. They're the only ones that are going to stop Arsenal winning the league.
Yeah.
Then we've got Wolves versus Nottingham Forest.
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah. Because Nottingham Forest got slammed 5-0, didn't they?
I'm doing 2-1 to Wolves.
Yeah, Fulham battered them, yeah.
I think Forest will be hurting and they'll play a bit harder.
What do you fancy, Stell? Wolves Forest.
Is it at Wolves?
Correct.
Yeah.
2-0 Wolves.
2-0.
Yeah.
Then we've got.
I'm always wrong, by the way. Don't copy me. I'm always wrong.
Then we've
no one copied me.
Brighton versus Burnley.
3-0 to Brighton.
That's what I've done, Elly. 3-0.
Yeah. Brighton are hit form.
Stelios.
So he was at Brighton versus
Burnley.
at Burnley or Brighton?
No, at Brighton.
Brighton. I always read the home team first.
Yeah, get with the
get with the program. So Brighton have got they've got Europe this week, haven't they? They've got European football.
Yeah,
and they need Burnley won, but they're crap.
They really are.
Brighton have to win, surely. 2-1 Brighton. They have to win.
2-1.
Surely.
Then we've got Sheffield United at home to Brentford.
Oh.
1-2 to Brentford.
Okay. I've done 1-1.
Nah, Sheffield's manager's getting sacked, man. He's done.
He's got back already.
Wilder back.
They've got Chris Wilder in.
Yeah, they've bought him.
Is this Wilder's first game?
Yes.
Wilder lost his
they're winning.
game.
They're so going to win, aren't they? You know they're going to win.
He's lost his first game already, though.
Mate, what? Has he lost his first game?
Yeah, he lost his first game.
Is it
2-0 to Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah, this is his second game.
Oh, it's his first home game.
Yeah.
At
home to this is different. I'm going to 1-1. 1-1. I was going to say Brentford win, but they've dropped the manager.
Manchester United versus Bournemouth.
Oh, no, Bournemouth are playing quite well as well. But Man United have picked up. I still think Man United are going to win. I think 2-0 Man United.
I've gone 2-1 Man United.
2-0 Man United.
Oh.
Copycat.
Then we've got Aston Villa versus the Arsenal.
Oh, I think this one's going to be a draw. I'm going to say 1-1.
I'm going 3-2 to the Villa. Come on, the Villa.
Come on, Villa, but I think Arsenal good as well.
Villa are the informed team. Massively.
They're getting lucky.
So are Arsenal.
Arsenal riding their luck.
One game.
Arsenal have had some shitty away performances, and they've ridden their luck. You know, they've ridden their luck. Now Villa 2-1.
Go on, the Villa.
Good evening.
Up the Villos, as they say.
Yeah, good evening.
Do you know Villos? Do you know Villos in Greek?
Yeah, it's Willie. Of course, I know that. I know all the naughty words still.
Sorry, Kate.
Obviously.
I realised. I thought you were a lady. I thought you were a lady.
No, you should hear her in our private chat.
I don't want to be in the chat. Keep me out of the chat.
I've got my English husband Jim, and then I've got a Greek husband Frankie, who is Greek and speaks Greek to me regularly. And I happened to say up the Villos, and that's when I started learning what all the rude words were, because I realised what I was saying.
Leave the Willie alone.
What have I walked into? What have I walked into?
Then we've got Luton versus Man City.
Bloody! I think Luton are so shattered after that game against Arsenal. They're going to get trounced. I think 4-1 to Man City.
Wow!
But they can't keep on missing.
I've gone 2-1 City. I've gone.
Luton aren't bad at home, you know.
I know they're not, but I think they're knackered after that Arsenal game. They look shattered.
Their pitch is small. Their fans are very close to the pitch. I think it's quite an intimidating place to go.
I just think Man City are going to trance them.
City 3-0. They've got Rodri back, haven't they? The suspensions are back.
Agrees with me. Me and Ronnie.
You're right. You're right. They're going to batter them. They've got their suspend. Grealish is back as well.
Me and Ronnie with Fridays, yeah.
Fulham versus West Ham.
Fulham versus West Ham. I think Fulham will win. I think 3-2 to Fulham.
I've gone 2-1 to Fulham, because it's just like us to lose to West Ham and then go and lose to Fulham next week.
1-0 West Ham.
Oh, controversial. Then we've got the Evertonians versus the Chavs. Chelsea.
Oh, yeah. Everton had a brilliant win. I think it's going to be a draw, though. I think 2-2.
I've gone 3-1 Everton.
Okay.
Putting it out there.
Yes.
Right. If Everton never got that points deduction, they'd be above Chelsea right now.
I know.
So
he's going to go for an Everton win.
Wow, Mark's gone against this
2-1. 2-1 Everton. They're going to do it.
And the final game of the weekend is Spurs versus Newcastle.
Oh, no. Well, I said I'm going to predict a loss, but I don't want to do that now. I'm going to say 2-1 to Spurs.
Still?
Come on, Spurs.
Do you know, we were doing the predictions a couple of days ago for like the month, and I said this is one game, the only game. I just can't figure out what's going to happen. So I'm just going to sit on the fence and say 1-1 because I don't know.
I'm saying we're going to win because they haven't got Nick Pope in goal, and they've lost one of their strikers as well. It's not Isak, it's the other guy, isn't it?
This is what I've done. Tottenham won, Newcastle 2. That seems to be the story.
I was going to go that way, but I can't bet against my team.
I think set pieces are a problem, right? And they're not too bad at them. And then the other problem I think we've got with this is that they're gonna be very physical with us, really physical. Yeah. And other than Richarlison and Kulu, I don't know who else is going to have it out with them. And Romero, of course.
The game that he has to play Richarlison then.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who's going to have it.
Hopefully he can get a tune out of Basuma because we need him. We need him to drive forward with the ball, and he's not doing it.
He looks bang out of form. I don't know what's going on with him.
If Pape Sarr's fit, he needs to start, I think.
Yeah. When he came on, he done all right, Pape Sarr. He skied one over the bar because he leant back. First rule of football: get over the football, for God's sake. Come on, you teach that all the time at your school, still. You know, and he leant back. Oh, so angry.
Other than the Celso, we don't have any midfielders that are currently available that can shoot. Basuma can't do it. He skied 2 over the bar.
Oh, no.
I'd have Kulu in the middle, though.
Yeah, if Kulu goes in the middle, yeah. But again, that's what he's saying. Richie and
on
Brennan.
the left, Johnson on the right.
Yeah.
Johnson had a poor game last night.
Yeah, it was
poor game. And you know, you look at his face, right? He looks so gutted for himself. You know, he knew that he'd done bad.
Elly, he's not confident.
I know.
He's not a confident player.
I know.
He lacks confidence.
What are you eating, you stupid cat? For God's sake. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something twice, and it's gone out of my brain twice. That's proper blonde. Yeah, I can't remember. Can't remember what it was.
Yeah, he was fantastic last night.
Oh, Maddison, when he came on just to have a quick chat with the commentators before kickoff, he was walking fine. He actually had the same trainers on that I've got, which I was quite impressed with. Even though I thought they were girls, but they're obviously not. But he was walking all right on his ankle. I know that doesn't say anything, but
Kate, a lot of footballers wear feminine type clothing nowadays, though. Dele Alli, Gavin Lewitt, Maddison X. It's a trend to have a bit more of a feminine look. It's the fashion.
Well, I googled them because Jim bought them for me a while ago, and they are actually unisex. So, but I do think they're a bit more girly because they're checked.
Oh, there you go.
Or did he break into your house and steal your ones, Kate?
Maybe. I'll have to check. I've still got them.
They're girly for our generation, but for this generation, it's not girly at all. Like feminine is the new masculine.
Apparently, yeah.
Mm.
It's not for this. It's not for me, but that's the way it's going.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, well, God, I'm losing my voice. Yeah, and his cardigan did look like a woman's. It looked actually like my nan's used to have. She used to have a top like that. I don't know what he was wearing, but he did look like his foot was, well,
it looked like the one I saw in Zara.
Maybe it was, Elly.
I'm going to buy it as well.
Do you know, there's, you get these, if you go to the Tottenham Hotspur YouTube channel, or is it on Facebook? They have these little short videos, like 3 minutes, where as the players come into the training ground, they then turn left, walk past reception and go towards the changing rooms or the canteen. Yeah. There's just someone standing there holding a camera and asking them questions like, what's your favourite Christmas song?
Yeah,
like, I don't know about you, but I look at how each player dresses when they turn up, right?
I know.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is the only one that I would call normal clobber, right, and this is just me sound like an old fart, is Oliver Skip. But he also looks like the most boringest one out of the lot of them. So
it's like very beige or very grey.
It's just a black tracksuit with a zippy hoodie. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty normal. Yeah, I could wear that. The rest of them, they've got like flares on from the 70s. They've got these big woolly thick jumpers with these big bobbles on them, and I'm like, what are you wearing?
And then little Louis Vuitton bags.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so cringe. Do you know what? If Jim turned up, I know. If Jim turned up like that, I'd die. I don't know what I'd do. I'd die.
But anyway, real men. Come on, where are all the real men?
Sonny is so catwalk. It's insane.
He
was wearing a big beige jumper. You know, the one with the ribs, and it was oversized.
Yeah, it's too much. Him, Maddison. What's the other one? He's another fashion victim. Basuma. With his bloody Gucci tracksuits and.
Oh no.
Ndombele was as well. Ndombele's terrible.
He came in that bright blue one. He came for training.
When, Elly, when can we find you next?
Next, I'll be on. Ben's invited me on because I just saw the link, and then I'm going to be on Talk and Ball at 4:00 with Colin. So I'm a very busy lady today.
Good girl. And what about you, Stell? When can we find you next?
In bed on Lemsip.
With some tissues. Don't mention the tissues to Bobby Kay.
Yeah, don't tell Donna Cullen. When are we next on? I think Sunday. The watch along on post match show. That's it.
Are you doing the? Oh no, you don't. Your Unleashed show Was that last night? Did you do that or not?
They did it on Wednesday, but it's gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen now because Sava's off for a month.
Yeah, I saw that. I won't go into anything to do with that. I am back tonight at 6 o'clock on the terrace on the top 6, representing Spurs because I'm the only one with a bottle to do it. Everyone else goes into hiding. But yeah, and obviously me, Ellie and Mia will be live. Well, I don't know which of us will be. I think it's me and Jimbo for sure, straight after the match on Sunday for our instant match reaction. So don't miss that. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Stell, for coming on. Thanks, Ellie, for coming on. Have a great weekend, everyone. And come on, you Spurs. Let's hope we can beat the Geordies.
Yeah, bring on the team.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, come on, you Spurs.